Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who booked readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So as you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about what influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? So we're going to be using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot for the card selections, okay? So we're going to smudge these bad boys first and get started. So what influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? So pile number one, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Pile number two, we have the King of Cups. And pile number three, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So pile number one, Eight of Pentacles. Pile number two, King of Cups, and pile number three, Ace of Wands. Okay, so pause this video if you must and meditate on the card that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamp in the description box below, and I'll see you at your pile. Hi pile one, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So pile number one, you picked the Eight of Pentacles. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number one, starting from left to right, we have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. The one in the middle is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, and the one on the far right is the Lightseer Tarot, okay? So what influence do you have on people, my pal number one? What influence do you have on people? So I'm getting right off the bat with the Eight of Pentacles, your work ethics, okay? You influence people through your work ethics. They want to be as productive as you. They want to improve their skills, okay? So I feel like some people, they've seen you at your beginner stage and seen you how you improved tremendously afterwards, okay? And you influence people to want to do the same, to improve themselves, to basically up their skills, because maybe they saw you like a year ago, how you were when you started and how you are now, and it's like, wow, they're like impressed by your improvement. What influence you have on people, my pal number one? What influence you have on people? We have the Death card, we have the Eight of Cups. What influence do you have on people? That's really self-improvement, because Scorpio is all about self-improvement. So death, transformation. We have the Nine of Cups. What influence you have on people? Okay, what is this card? We have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, okay? So I'm really getting, you influence people to stick up for themselves with the Eight of Cups. Walk away from things that don't serve you and transform yourself, not allowing things to hold you back with the Eight of Cups and the Death card. So you could definitely be Scorpio. People are also, you influence people to also improve on their self-love with the Nine of Cups to get their wish fulfilled, okay? Because I feel like you are somebody who likes to plan things ahead with the Three of Wands, and you're always like prepared. You never caught slipping or never caught slacking with the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. You're always preparing for the future. You're always trying to improve yourself, improve your skills, always make sure that you're on top of your game. it's like every year you always get better. Like you, with time, you age like fine wine. I'm getting with some of you, okay? Like the people that are a little bit older here, you age like fine wine. You get better with time, and you influence people to do the same. Like people that are in the same age group as you, they're comparing like their life and their efforts and their skills, and they look at you and they're like, whoa, we're the same age, but yet you were able to accomplish so much more. Like, what are you doing differently from me? And you influence them to look at themselves and analyze, like, you know, what they're doing that's not working, and walk away from what things that don't serve them with the 8 of Cups, and transform themselves with the Death card. Okay, it could be a Scorpio here. I'm really getting somebody who's always improving, always aiming to become the best that they could be. And we have the World here. Yeah, definitely like ending certain cycles that don't serve you, certain habits that don't help you. You influence people to just up their skill, up their A game, okay? It's like I heard they laugh and then they copy. They laugh first. They're laughing at first, like because they see you at the beginning stage. And then when they see the results with the 8 of Pentacles, they start like, wow, okay, let me start doing the same thing. Okay, yeah, you see 8 of Pentacles again. Definitely your work ethics is how you influence people. Definitely people at your job, they're influenced by that, okay? They're influenced by your work ethics. I feel like people with the Emperor, I feel like people also look at the way you do certain things and they want to emulate that so that way they can get the same results. You influence people by your leadership skills, okay? Just by you being yourself with the leader. I mean the Emperor being a leader, okay? So I'm really getting that, okay? And also with the Emperor, all of like the trials and tribulation, all the experiences that you have in life, you're able to use that to help others, and you influence them like that. That's the type of influence that you have. Like people look up to you and see like, wow, this person was able to overcome all those obstacles and come out on top, and they're still improving, they're still getting better with the 8 of Pentacles. And this is how you influence people. We have the Fool here. The fact that you like to take risk, you're a risk taker, but you also, the way you do it is with the 3 of Wands and the Fool, you take calculative risk, okay? It's not foolish risk. It's really like you thought about it. You made sure that you had all your ducks in order before you took that leap, but you kept out, like you were confident in yourself, especially with the Emperor and the Fool. You were confident that you were going to come out on top because you were not relying on others. You were relying on your faith and your skills, okay? You influence people. Like the influence that you have on people is also your faith, your unwavering faith in the universe, like knowing that you're always going to come out on top. What influence do you have on people? Yeah, we have the 10 of Cups. What influence do you have on people? We have the 8 of Wands. So we have 8, 8, 8. So 8 3 times. So no, actually 4 times. 8, 8, 8, 8. So this is like quadruple 8. So this is like infinite abundance. And I'm really getting like, I heard from rags to riches. Some of you went from rags to riches. You had to overcome some sort of poverty or some difficulty in your life. And this is how you influence people, like how you overcame those obstacles and you still came out on top. Things that would have like break anybody, like other people, but with you, it didn't break you. It only made you stronger. It only made you better. And this is how you influence people. Like people that are probably in the same situation as you that you were before, they look at you and they like, wow, if this person could do it, I could do it too. They're motivating me. They're pushing me to be the best that I could be. And this is how you influence people, is through your actions, through following through like your goals, you know, making sure that you're on your A game and that you're not like, you're never caught slipping. I'm really getting that with the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. You're a master manifester. With the 8 of Wands, things happen for you at the speed of light. And you also influence people through your love for your family, the love that you have for your community with the 10 of Cups. What influence do you have on people? Yes, we have definitely, this is Guru, the Hierophant. So you could definitely be a Taurus here. You're knowledgeable, you're wise. And because you share your knowledge, I'm really getting somebody who likes to share their knowledge to help others grow, to help others heal as well from their trauma, from their heartbreak. And this is how you influence people. You also influence people to want to get help, to push them to get the help, not to stay in that stagnant energy, not to stay in that energy of despair. You give people hope. I'm really getting that too. You influence people to like seek the knowledge that they need in order to improve their life, okay? What influence do you have on people? What is this card? Yeah, joyfulness, okay? This is the Three of Cups, happy energy. You influence people to like collaborate with others, you know, to be happy, to like also what I'm getting with the Three of Cups, to also embrace friendship. You influence people through friendship, okay? Through amicable accolades, okay? Because they're all having fun, they're joyful. This is friendship, okay? It's not always third party. This is like friendship. Everybody's happy. You influence people to always look at the bright side of life, to not always like, you know, worry about their troubles or worry about their problems, because like everybody has problems, everybody has troubles, but it's just how you handle those problems or how you handle those troubles that is what makes you or break you, okay? We have the World again. What influence do you have on people? We have the King of Cups. What influence do you have on people? We have the Page of Cups. You influence people to heal their wounds, okay? Especially with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. You influence people to like also forgive and like move on, like, you know, let a cycle end, not to hold on to the pain. We have the Seven of Cups. So I'm getting with the Seven of Cups, it's like having a lot of options. It could also be illusion, but I'm not getting illusion here. I'm getting having a lot of options. You influence people to look outside of the box, to see what other options are available to them, to not be so narrow-minded, to not look at the world like, you know, through one lens. What influence do you have on people? What's this card? We have the Four of Pentacles, so the Four of Wheels. What influence do you have on people? We have the Page of Swords. So you influence people to always want to improve themselves mentally, to always want to learn, to be a scholar, to be a student of life with the Page of Swords. And with the Four of Pentacles, the influence that you have on people is like you influence them to be solid, to be grounded in themselves, to be rooted in their conviction, not to let anybody sway them or let anybody make them feel like some type of way for what they think or what they believe in, their conviction, okay? You influence people to trust in themselves. To also, I'm really getting with the Page of Cups, to forgive and to heal and not allow anybody to turn them bitter. Yeah, the Sun here. Okay, joy. This is joy. This is like a Leo energy. So your energy is healing. It's like nurturing, okay? And it's also inviting. It's like successful, flamboyant energy. You make people like feel like they're the ish, okay? Six of Pentacles. This is giving energy. There's another word, the word is not coming to me, but generous energy. There you go. This is like generous energy. You influence people to be generous, to give and not to always be a taker, to also give so that way they could receive, because you cannot get from the universe what you're not willing to give. And you influence people to see the world from a different perspective, to be more giving than to take from others, to know how to give to the people that are less fortunate than you, to look at life like you're blessed, that you're not cursed, okay, that you have enough to go, like there's enough to go around, like you don't have to be greedy. What influence do you have on people? Yes, you see you have a transformative, death, rebirth. What influence do you have on people, my pal? Number one. What influence do you have on people? You see the Nine of Cups again and the Four of Pentacles. So definitely with the Death coming out twice, this is Scorpio energy. You definitely could have Scorpio in your chart. You don't have to, but I'm really getting the Scorpionic energy here. Is like you're passionate, how you're passionate and how you always want to strive to be the best that you could be, and you don't allow nothing to break you. Yes, you may fall down, but you get back up. You influence people to get the wish fulfilled with the Nine of Cups, to go after their dreams. you know, to be solid with the Four of Pentacles, to be strong in their conviction and to believe in themselves. I'm really getting like you influence people to believe in themselves, believe that they can do it. They believe that they can achieve their goals. Like no matter what happens in life, all they have to do is just keep improving, keep getting better. And you influence people to do that. Wow. You influence people to do the same. Somebody doesn't want me to talk. Yes, I'm really getting like you influence people to do the same, to improve themselves in life, to go after their dreams and not give up, okay? Never give up. Just keep improving, keep getting better, and not to listen to people that try to bring them down. And this is how you influence people. I feel like some of you may have like a large social media platform where you teach others to do the same, or where you teach others on how to improve themselves. I'm really getting strong on self-improvement here. And that's how you influence people. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the King of Cups. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number two, starting from left to right, we have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. The one in the middle is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And the one on the far right is the Light Seer Tarot. So, what influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people, my pal number two? So with your emotional intelligence, you influence people to like be more in touch with their emotions, okay? To be more grounded in their emotions and not be drowned in their emotions with the King of Cups. And you influence people to let their guards down, to be more vulnerable, okay? And less guarded and less aggressive. So pile number two, what influence do you have on people? We have the Fool, Three of Cups. What influence do you have on people? The High Priestess, who could definitely be Cancer here. What influence do you have on people? We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Cups. So like I was saying, definitely you influence people to go, to trust themselves with the Fool here, to take that leap of faith towards like their goals or towards like whatever they're trying to accomplish in life. But also, like I said, with the Three of Cups, you influence people to put their guards down and be more happy, to like believe that there is good people in the world, not to believe that everybody's out to get them with the Three of Cups. Like to work well with others, to be collaborative, to have collaborative spirit, okay? I'm really getting, you influence people to come together and join forces and not work separately. Work together, because with the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, that's like teamwork, okay? This is definitely teamwork with the Three of Pentacles, but this is like amicable partnership where everybody's happy, everybody's joyful. Because if you look at the cards, everybody's celebrating, they all have their cups up, and those two women are happy, okay? You look at their faces, they're happy, they don't look sad. So you influence people to always be happy and not to worry about too much, like, you know, like not to allow like their experiences to turn them bitter. You influence people to see things for, you know, things for what it is, but to not allow like that situation to turn them cold. And with the High Priestess here, you also influence people to get to know themselves on a more spiritual level and not on a superficial level. I feel like the type of relationship that you have or the type of connection that you have, you make sure that the people that come in your world, these people are like open to spirituality, open to getting to getting to know themselves on a deeper level, and not like just talking about celebrity or talking about gossip. Like it's more like deeper things, like, you know, you want to talk about tarot, you want to talk about numerology, astrology. That's the type of conversation that you want to have. And your influence is like you make people curious about those topics. Okay, you let them see that there's more to life with the Seven of Cups than fame and fortune. Okay, yes, money is important and all of that, but it's not the only thing. Okay, like money is not the main thing. There is also wealth when it comes to your health. Okay, you make people see those different aspects of life that are also important, just like money is. But like I said, money is not the only thing. I'm not saying that it's not important. Money is important, but it's not the only thing, like where you're so money hungry that you forget to nurture your connections. So that's how you influence people. Okay, what influence do you have on people? We have the Five of Cups. What influence do you have on people? We have the Magician, so Virgo, Gemini energy. What influence do you have on people? We have the Nine of Swords. What influence do you have on people? And we have the Page of Swords. So you influence people to look at their dark side or look at their shadow side with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So you influence people to look at what's troubling them, what's keeping them up at night, what's like not like subconsciously, like what things that they haven't dealt with. You push people to do their shadow work. You influence them to do their shadow work. You influence them to also, with the Page of Swords, to be curious about why they behave a certain way, why they overreact a certain way. Okay, you influence people to look at the magic, all the skills, all the talents that they have in themselves. So basically, like it's like as if you hold up a mirror and you mirror back to them where they need to heal, where they need to improve. Okay, you do that to people. You influence them to look at their regrets, things that they regret in life, and to improve, to alchemize this thing and become better, instead of like allowing it to become bitter. Okay, with the Nine of Swords, I'm also getting like you influence people to seek help with the Nine of Swords, because Nine of Swords is like worry, depression, not being able to sleep at night. But like you influence people to like make them see that it's okay to go through this and to heal from it and to ask for the help that you need. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. If you feel like you're in the Nine of Swords energy and you can't handle it by yourself, it's okay to seek that help. And you influence people to, you push them to do that. You push them to, like, you know, not to, like, I'm also getting like people that have suicidal thoughts, because Nine of Swords could be suicidal thoughts as well. Like you influence people like that may have suicidal thoughts to seek the help, to not like let those thoughts consume them, not to let like the heartache, the pain that they've experienced in life to consume them. You push them to, like, I'm really getting, you push people to seek the help that they need in order to heal. Maybe you talk about your situation, maybe you talk about like your hardship that you went through in life and what you did to overcome that. And this is how you influence people. You really help. Like if you're somebody who speak on that, just know that what you're doing is actually helping others that are going through it. You're actually pushing them to get the help that they need. What influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? See, see the truth. Ace of Swords is the truth, and the King of Wands. You definitely influence people to see the beauty in themselves. Okay, the power that they hold, that they have the power to control their life with the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Like I'm really getting like you shine light on like the dark. You shine light on the truth. Okay, basically the truth of the matter. Like if somebody is going through some sort of like darkness or some sort of heartache, you are able to influence them to, like, really, I'm really getting, seek the help that they need. If they're going through some sort of heartache, some hardship, yeah, to plan things ahead, to be confident in themselves, that know that they have all the skills, they have all that they need. And if they actually feel like they don't, that there is somebody out there that's willing to listen to them, that they're not alone in this. And maybe some of you are maybe guidance counselors or like therapists here. Like your work is really helping others. It really is. Yeah, you see, healing, hermit energy. You could be a Virgo here. You heal people. You influence people to also improve their diet. With the Hermit here, watch what they eat. Make sure that they don't consume junk food, like too many junk food, or like they consume like too many like unhealthy products. Maybe you do things where you tell people like I'm getting dietitian, like you really focus on that. You influence people to really improve themselves, like improve their lifestyle, improve like the way they think. Also, you share your wisdom, and your wisdom actually helps people to really see where they're not doing well, or where they need to like really improve themselves. We have the Justice here, Libra energy. What influence do you have on people? Yeah, we have the Chariot here. That's the card that flew out. You influence people to be disciplined, okay, with the Chariot here. And Justice, you influence people to have integrity, to do the right thing. This is how you influence people. You influence people to also believe in themselves with the Chariot here, to be strong-willed. Like, you know, also I'm also getting like you influence people to overcome addiction. What influence do you have on people? Yes, victorious, okay? What influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? My pile number number 2, we have the Ace of Wands. So you definitely influence people to like with their skills and talent, with the Ace of Wands, to follow their passion. Okay? What influence do you have on people? We have Seven of Wands. What influence do you have on people? We have the Hermit again. Wow, definitely healing energy. You influence people to improve themselves, like mentally and physically. Definitely improve their health. Sun here. Yeah, this is Leo energy. So you could be a Leo, Virgo cusp. You don't have to be. You could have those two in your chart. But with the Seven of Wands, you influence people to stand their ground, to have boundaries, healthy boundaries, where like when it comes to relationship or friendship, some of you could be relationship coach. Okay, I'm getting like relationship coach as well. You influence people to have healthy boundaries in relationship. You also influence them to like heal their trauma before they go into another relationship. So I feel like you're the type of person that, let's say if you broke up with somebody, you're not gonna bounce back, like you're not gonna bounce from one relationship to the other. You're gonna stay single for a while. You're gonna improve yourself. You're gonna heal yourself. You're gonna analyze yourself and be like self-aware to see where did you go wrong in this relationship? How did you contribute to this relationship ending? Okay, you're not going to always blame your partner or the person. You're going to see what could I have done better to avoid the situation in the future. And you influence people to do the same, to not bounce from one relationship to the other, to like take a break, to analyze yourself, to see like, okay, this is where I was wrong, this is where I could improve, and this is how you influence other people. With the Two of Pentacles, you also influence people to not juggle too much. Even though the Two of Pentacles upright, I'm getting like you influence people to like do one step at a time, take one bite at a time, not to chew more than they can handle, okay? With the Sun here, you influence people to be more childlike, to let their carefree nature shine through and not to be too serious, okay? Not to think that the world is out to get you. Because it's not always the case, okay? It can feel like that sometimes when you're in that dark that dark hole, but it's not. Like you influence people to not look at the world like that. What influence do you have on people? Yeah, you see the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands again. What influence do you have on people? You see the King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, that you influence people to be self-sufficient, okay? To stay single until they improve themselves, like I was saying, like not to bounce from one relationship to the other, to be single, to be self-sufficient, to improve yourself, to have something to bring to the table. And with the King of Swords, you influence people to also go back to school to get an education. Okay, to follow their passion, to not just rely on others, to like I'm really getting you influence people to bring something to the table when they are in a relationship. To like, if you don't have nothing to offer, where I'm not saying that people don't have nothing to offer, but I'm getting like, let's say if you are in the Five of Cups, if you're in the Five of Cups energy, you don't really have much to offer someone else right now in the moment. You have to heal from that Five of Cups. You can't just bring that Five of Cups to someone else. You're just gonna bring them down. You want to heal yourself first, and then be in the Nine of Pentacles energy, where you have like, you're self-sufficient, you could stand on your own 2 feet, and then somebody else coming in your world is just going to add value to your world, where you're not going to feel like there's a hole that needs to be filled. And this is how you influence people. That's the influence that you have on them. You like influence people to be the best that they could be with the Nine of Pentacles, to be like, I'm really getting self-sufficient and actually heal, because the Nine of Pentacles is hermit energy. So definitely heal from their heartache, from their heart, like the breakup or whatever it is that they're going through in life. You influence people to heal before they jump into another relationship. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hi pal 3, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot, back at you again with another video. So pal number 3, you picked the Ace of Wands, so this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So pal number 3, starting from left to right, we have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. The one in the middle is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel, and the one on the far right is the Light Seer Tarot. So pal number 3, what influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? So right off the bat, I'm getting that the influence you have on people is that you influence them to go after their creative endeavors. You influence them to believe in themselves, to be more confident in themselves with the Ace of Wands. Okay, to be excited, to be joyful. What influence do you have on people? We have the Sun here, you see, to be more excited, to be joyful, to be more vibrant, full of life. What influence do you have on people? You could be a Leo here. What influence do you have on people? We have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm also getting like you influence people to want to have a healthy relationship, equal give and take with the Four of Wands. Like you probably talk about soulmate, twin flame, okay? And you influence people to want to have that experience as well, to want to have that twin flame soulmate experience, that healthy experience, and to walk away from things that no longer serve them with the Six of Swords, okay? With the Queen of Swords, I'm also getting that you influence people to go back to school, to learn something, to learn a new skills, to improve themselves, and to be patient, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, to not rush things, to pay attention to details, to be detail oriented as well. This is what I'm getting. You influence people to take their time when they do something, to not be worried about how things are moving like that, to have faith, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is patient, who takes their time, who is meticulous, and is not afraid to do the same thing over and over again until they get their desired result. And you influence people to do the same, to not rush the process, okay? To be optimistic, to always be optimistic with the Sun here. What influence do you have on people? My pile number 3. What influence do you have on people? You influence them with the Magician to trust in their skills. This is Cancer, not Cancer. Maybe you could be Cancer here because I meant to say Gemini and Virgo, but definitely could be Cancer here. What influence do you have on people? We have the Ace of Pentacles. What influence do you have on people? Wow, Cancer came out clearly. So we have the Chariot here. Yeah, I picked up on the energy before it came out. So we have the Eight of Swords, but it came out in reverse. To not worry. I'm really getting that you influence people to trust in the universe and to be optimistic, to trust that their Ace of Pentacles is coming, that they're going to get that Ace of Pentacles if they continue on their path with the Chariot, to trust in themselves, to be disciplined, to not worry about how it's going to happen. Just know with your unwavering faith that it's going to happen. This is how you influence people, especially with the Eight of Swords being in reverse. You influence people to not be worried, to not like have all these reoccurring thoughts that they could come out of any situation that they find themselves in, to really trust in themselves. Okay, you influence people to see the greatness in them. Okay, what influence do you have on people, my pal number 3? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. See the Nine of Swords, because these people, they worry. They worry with the Nine of Swords. You influence them to not worry about that, to walk away. That there is like, yeah, to not be so stingy or be so rigid in their approach, to see that there is different ways to make money or different ways to accomplish their goals with the Seven of Cups here. That there's not only one way. And I feel like the people that are coming to you or that are influenced by you are people that are always in their head, always worry about how is that going to happen? When is it going to happen? And you're influencing them to take their time, to be patient, and to trust in divine timing, to not be so rigid in their approach with the Four of Pentacles. Because the Four of Pentacles, it could be somebody who's rigid, okay, who's not flexible, and you're influencing people to be like more flexible in their approach, to look at things from a different perspective, and to be disciplined with the Chariot here, to have strong will. Because when there's a will, there is a way. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords, okay? To not be so quick to make a decision, or not be so quick to jump through hoops or jump through one endeavor to the other. Okay, so basically you're influencing people to stick to one idea, to see it through, to not like, okay, after a year of doing something, you're not seeing progress. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that, you know, you need to be more patient with yourself. Maybe it's just not your time right now. And this is how you influence people to see it from a different perspective, to not be too rigid. Okay, to not worry too much with the Nine of Swords, okay? That maybe their approach, how they're doing it, maybe this is the reason why it's not working. They need to try something else or do it in a different way, but not change the goal, just change the approach, okay? And this is how you influence people. What influence do you have on people? We have the Two of Swords. This is like you see the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles is here again, to be patient, okay, to not be indecisive, to like be sure of what you want and stick with it, okay, no matter what. With the Four of Wands again, we have the Four of Wands twice, and the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles again. So this is like twice. So what I'm getting here with those two energies coming out twice, the Four of Wands is like about twin flames, soulmate. It's also about abundance and like partying or celebration too. It doesn't always have to be soulmate. But I'm getting also with the Knight of Pentacles is like you're influencing people to be patient when it comes to love as well, to not rush the process, that, you know, use your mind with the Queen of Swords when you make a decision when it comes to love, to not use your heart only, to use your mind, okay, to make sure that this person is on the same wavelength as you, not to rush the process. I'm really getting like you influence people to not rush the process of life, to not be so quick to make a decision with the Knight of Swords. Because that's a swiftness, okay, being quick. But then sometimes when you're too quick, you can make a mistake because you're not really paying attention to the details, or you may miss a step, you know, and trip. What influence do you have on people? Yeah, you see with the Fool here, you influence people to be optimistic, to have faith, that the divine will send you the right person or the right partner at the right time, and that you don't need to rush the process, and to like work on yourself, focus on yourself, improve yourself. What influence do you have on people? So you could be an Aries here. What influence do you have? You see the 9 of Swords, but it's in reverse now. To come out of your head, like you influence people to not be too stuck on like the process, or too stuck on how it's going to happen, or to drive themselves crazy with the 9 of Swords, like all in their mind, all in their head, wondering what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. To just trust with the Fool here, to be just like in tune with the universe and put all your faith in it. You influence people to do the same. You influence them to see that, yes, it may take time. It may take longer than you expected with the Knight of Pentacles, but slow and steady always wins the race. What influence do you have? You see the Queen of Cups. What influence do you have on people? We have Judgment. Okay, so definitely you influence people to have better judgment, to use their mind and their heart when they make a judgment. Okay, to be more loving, to be more caring. Okay, to not be too rigid in their approach. I'm really getting that. You influence people to not be too rigid, to make better judgment, sound judgment when they're about to undertake a creative endeavor, to have a realistic expectation as well with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, like you can't expect to learn to play the piano in one day. So this is what I'm getting here. Okay, with any new skills, any new endeavor, anything that you're partaking for the first time, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen right away. And this is how you're influencing people. You're letting them know that it will take time, but it's feasible. It's just that you have to have patience. You have to have the stamina with the Chariot here to actually go for it and actually see it through, and not to give up at the first try. What influence do you have on people? My pal number 3. What influence do you have on people? See, we have the Knight of Swords again. What influence do you have on people? We have the King, oh, sorry, not the King, the Emperor. And what is this card? We have the 6 of Wands. What influence do you have on people? See the 10 of Pentacles. What influence? I feel like there's another card that came out. No. What influence do you have on people? Okay, that's too many cards. We have the Queen of Swords again. To really use your mind, to be confident in yourself and not to be too quick with the Knight of Swords. Okay, to really see that this victory, this good news, this success is going to come towards you, but you need to take your time. Okay, I'm really getting like you influence people to really be patient, to really like work at it, to take all the necessary steps to go to the next level, and to not rush the process. This is like really what I'm getting here. To not rush the process, to have trust in the universe, to make sound judgment here, to use your mind and your heart when you make a decision, to really like, you know, think things through. Okay, follow each step, not to miss any step. Okay, that you're going to get your 10 of Pentacles. And you also influence people to learn more about investment. I don't know why I heard that, but with the 10 of Pentacles, you influence people to be more financially intelligent. Okay, to know how to manage their money, to know how to save for rainy days, so that way they don't find themselves slipping or catch themselves slipping or anything like that. You influence people to really look at their finances, how they spend their money, how they use their time or their resources to be at the next level. Okay, you influence people to use their resources wisely. What influence do you have on people? What influence do you have on people? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles is all about juggling, but this is where I'm getting with the managing their money. You influence people to manage their money wisely, so that way they don't find themselves like, you know, in an unfavorable situation. Okay, to really trust themselves and to take their time to look at their life, to plan things ahead, to not be, I'm really getting like you influence people to not be in a hurry. because we have the two of another two of pentacles. We have two Knight of Pentacles here, and this is like the slow and steady energy here. Okay, so you really influence people to slow down, to not, like, I'm really getting like not to be in a hurry. I keep getting that, not to be in a hurry. This is how you influence people to really trust in themselves with the Emperor here, trust in their skills, trust in that their ability to make things happen for themselves, to be confident in who they are, and trust that, okay, this is not going to happen today, this is not going to happen tomorrow, but it is going to happen if I keep continue on that path and I take my time, put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, slow and steady. I'm going to get to my destination, and I don't need to look at other people. I don't need to look at somebody else's grass to see if it's greener than mine. This is how you influence people, and you also influence them to improve on their skills, to not like just think that, okay, because I'm so talented at this so and so, that I don't need to improve. All I have to do is sit down and then it's gonna come to me. No, it doesn't work like that. You really have to put in the work, and this is how you influence people too, to really improve themselves, but to also be patient with the results, to not think that it's gonna happen tomorrow when they put in today and it's tomorrow that they're gonna get $10,000. No, that's not how it's gonna work. You're gonna have to put in the effort. You're gonna have to improve your skills. You're gonna have to like believe in yourself. There's a lot of work that comes with it, but once you do your part, the universe is gonna do the rest. And this is how you influence people. Okay, so I hope this reading resonated, my pal number 3. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.